Both of these Dogtrots cost $530,000. Same square footage, same finishes, same builder. This one has a 17 by 17 home gym in the seaside wing. This one doesn't. I thought the gym version would sacrifice bedrooms or living space or cost way more. I was wrong. The difference isn't what you think. And when I figured it out, I realized most people are configuring this space completely wrong. Let me show you. Here's what I expected. Gym version, smaller house, converted bedroom, lost living space. Reality? Both houses have 4 bedrooms. Both have 4 full bathrooms. Both have great rooms, full kitchens, living rooms. Exact same everything. Except one has the seaside configured with a dedicated home gym and the other doesn't. The secret is in the layout, specifically how you use the seaside wing space. Most people configure it as a traditional guest suite and then barely use it. But there's a smarter way. Let me walk you through both versions. Same budget, same square footage, totally different daily value. House number 1, the $530,000 Spartacus V with home gym. This is the Spartacus V Dogtrot, 3,600 square feet total. A-side, your main family house. Walk in the front door, this is where your family lives. 20 by 30 great room with vaulted ceilings, open to a huge kitchen with island. 3 bedrooms on this side alone. Master bedroom, 18 by 15 with walk-in closet and ensuite bath. Bedroom 2, 13 by 11. Bedroom 3, 14 by 10. 3 full bathrooms on this side alone. Laundry room, pantry. Everything your family needs. The breezeway, 1,071 square feet. This is huge. Over 1,000 square feet of outdoor living. Massive masonry fireplace, dining space, outdoor kitchen area. This is where your family gathers every single day. Seaside, the fitness and guest wing. Here's where it gets interesting. The seaside has 4 distinct spaces. The home gym, 17 by 17, 289 square feet, dedicated to fitness.
Room 4, squat rack and bench press, dumbbell rack, treadmill or rowing machine, full workout equipment. The living room, 16 by 20, 320 square feet of flex space. Use it as TV lounge and relaxation area, game room with pool table, extended entertainment space, or just a sitting area with the gym. Bedroom 4, 17 by 15, 255 square feet. When guests visit, they have a full bedroom. When they're not here, use it as a home office or extra storage. Full bathroom 4, complete bathroom with shower, toilet, vanity. Rinse off after workouts. Guests have their own private bath. So that's house number 1. You get a dedicated 17 by 17 gym, 289 square feet, plus a 16 by 20 living room, 320 square feet, plus a 17 by 15 bedroom, 255 square feet, plus a full bathroom. The seaside isn't just a gym. It's a complete multi-purpose wing where fitness is the priority, but you still have all the guest and living space. Total, 3,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Cost, $530,000. Now let me show you what most people do with that same seaside space. House number 2, the $530,000 Spartacus V without gym. Same house, also 3,600 square feet, also $530,000. A-side, identical. Same 20 by 30 great room, same 3 bedrooms, same 3 bathrooms. No difference. Breezeway, identical. Same 1,071 square feet, same masonry fireplace. No difference. Seaside, configured as traditional guest quarters. Same exact space, same 4 rooms,
But instead of dedicating 289 square feet to a gym, people typically configure it like this. Living room, 16 by 20. Sofa, TV, sitting area. Comfortable guest lounge. Bedroom 4, 17 by 15. Guest bedroom with queen bed, dresser, nightstands. Full bathroom 4, complete guest bathroom. The 17 by 17 room, instead of a gym, most people make this second sitting area. Office, craft room, game room, or just storage? Here's the question. How often will guests actually use this entire wing? For most families, 15 to 25 nights per year. Your parents visit for a week, friends stay for a weekend, holiday guests, maybe 20 nights total. That means this beautiful seaside wing is occupied 5% of the time. The other 345 days a year, it sits mostly empty while you drive to the gym and pay $150 per month for memberships. Now, if you frequently host guests, if you run an Airbnb, or aging parents are moving in permanently, then the traditional configuration makes total sense. But be honest with yourself. Most people configure it as a guest suite, use it 20 nights a year, and keep paying for gym memberships they could have avoided. Same house, same cost, different daily value. Here's why that matters. Let's talk about what dedicating that 17 by 17 room to a gym is actually worth. Average gym membership, $75 a month. If you and your spouse both go, $150 a month. Annual cost, $1,800 a year. Over 20 years, $36,000. And that assumes prices don't increase, which they will. Now let's look at build-out costs. The gym version, 17 by 17 room as gym, rubber gym flooring, 289 square feet at $6 per square foot, $1,734. Wall mirrors, entire room, $1,500. Electrical, 220-volt outlets for equipment, $800. Sound system and TV mount, $1,200. 17 by 17 gym room finish, $5,234. The traditional version, 17 by 17 room as sitting room or office, hardwood flooring, 289 square feet at $12 per square foot, $3,468. Built-in shelving and cabinetry, $3,500. Upgraded lighting and fixtures, $1,200. 17 by 17 traditional room finish, $8,168. Wait, the gym costs $2,934 less to finish than a traditional sitting room? Yes, rubber flooring is cheaper than hardwood. Mirrors are cheaper than custom built-ins. So you save money up front and you avoid $1,800 per year in gym memberships. Upfront savings, $2,934. 20-year membership savings, $36,000. Total financial benefit, $38,934. You're spending less to configure that room as a gym, and you're getting daily use instead of occasional use. That's the difference that shocked me. Here's why the Dogtrot layout makes this possible when a traditional floor plan doesn't. In a traditional 3,600 square foot house, if you want a home gym, you have two bad options. Option 1, convert a bedroom, lose a bedroom down to 3 bedrooms total, resale impact, gym equipment in main living area. Option 2, finish the garage, lose covered parking, temperature control issues, accessible through the main house. In the Spartacus V Dogtrot, the seaside wing is separated from your main house by the 1,071 square foot breezeway. This means gym noise isolated, treadmill at 6 a.m. doesn't wake kids in the A side, separate entrance, access gym from driveway without going through house, climate controlled independently, HVAC zone just for seaside. A side keeps all bedrooms, you still have 3 bedrooms in the main house. Seaside still has a bedroom, guests have the 17 by 15 bedroom plus living room, you're not eliminating guest space, you're just prioritizing daily gym use over a redundant sitting room. The breezeway separation is the key. You get a dedicated fitness space that feels like a separate building without actually building a separate ADU, which would cost $120,000 to $180,000 for 800 square feet. You're getting ADU functionality at Dogtrot pricing, and you're not sacrificing guest accommodations. They still get a 17 by 15 bedroom, a 16 by 20 living room, and a full bathroom. You just configured one room, 17 by 17, for daily gym use instead of occasional sitting room use. Configure the 17 by 17 room as a home gym if you currently pay for gym memberships, $75 to $150 a month. You actually work out regularly, 3+ times per week. You value daily fitness convenience. You work from home and can use the 16 by 20 living room as an office during the day. Guests visiting 15 to 25 nights per year is sufficient. They get bedroom, living room, bath. You're staying long-term to maximize the $36,000 membership savings. Configure the 17 by 17 room traditionally if you don't work out regularly, be honest, guests visit 50+ nights per year, frequent hosting, you run an Airbnb, need maximum guest comfort, aging parents moving in permanently, need extra sitting area, you prefer gym memberships for classes, trainers, and social aspect. Here's the truth. Most people configure that 17 by 17 room as a sitting area or office, use it occasionally, and keep paying $150 per month for gym memberships. If you're already active and spending $150 to $200 per month on memberships, putting gym equipment in that room is a no-brainer. You save $2,934 up front. You save $36,000 over 20 years, and you get daily use from space that would otherwise sit mostly empty. $530,000, 3,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. 2 identical Spartacus V Dogtrots. One has the 17 by 17 seaside room configured as a home gym, used daily for fitness, while guests still have a full bedroom, living room, and bathroom. The other has that same room configured as a sitting area or office, used occasionally, while you keep driving to the gym and paying memberships. Same price, same square footage, different daily value. The difference that shocked me? The gym version costs $2,934 less to build out and saves you $36,000 over 20 years. Total benefit? $38,934 for making one smart configuration choice. So here's my question. If you're building a Spartacus V, what would you do with that 17 by 17 seaside room? Drop your answer below. Type gym if you'd configure it for daily fitness. Type sitting room if you'd keep it traditional. Or tell me what you'd use 289 square feet for. And if you're planning a Spartacus V build, tell me your state and budget. I'll tell you if this layout makes sense for your situation. Want to see Spartacus I through V compared side by side? That video drops next. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in the next one.